Mr. Lockhart,
Yes, hello.
are you, you've been here before, correct?
Yeah, I've been here before.
Have you made any kind of filings on your behalf?
Yeah, quite a few.
This is the city of Detroit versus Jamil Amir Lockhart. Appearance for the record, please.
Yeah, so I am Jamil of the family Lockhart. The motions that I filed and the documents that I've filed have all been trying to ascertain the jurisdiction of this court. And I don't understand the nature and cause of the action against me. And I'm trying to understand under what jurisdiction the court intends to proceed. First of all, is this going to be a civil or a criminal action? Criminal. Okay. Your Honor, the Constitution grants this court two criminal jurisdictions. One is criminal jurisdiction under the common law, and one is a criminal jurisdiction under admiralty or military tribunal. From Article 1, Section 8, Clause 17 of the Constitution.
All right, folks, buckle up, because today's courtroom drama has everything: constitutional gymnastics, jurisdiction debates, and a sovereign citizen convinced he's cracked the code to outsmart the legal system. On one side, we have Judge Perkins, calm, composed, but absolutely unwilling to play games. On the other, we've got Jay of the family Lockhart, a man determined to prove the court has no jurisdiction over him, even though he's literally sitting in court. The tension? Off the charts. The legal arguments? Questionable at best. But the entertainment value? Chef's kiss. Stick around, because in this session, we'll see Lockhart argue himself into a corner, Judge Perkins run out of patience, and one jaw-dropping contempt ruling that takes things from 0 to 60 faster than his Jaguar ever did. Let's dive in.
So in which of these two criminal jurisdictions does the court intend to try me?
Where is your motion, sir?
There's a motion filed there. It's a motion to dismiss based on lack of subject matter jurisdiction.
All right, I'm going to deny that motion. I'm going to set a bench trial or jury trial if you choose. Which one would you want to have?
Okay, Your Honor, under what grounds, what facts and findings and conclusions of law are you denying that motion to dismiss? I'm trying to understand the jurisdiction of the court. You have not disclosed it to me. I'm asking you
to disclose it to you. Check the court rules, sir.
Well, Your Honor, the Sixth Amendment grants me the right to understand the nature and cause of any action brought against me, and it grants you the duty to inform me. So I don't think you would be breaching your oath of office if you were to inform me under which jurisdiction this court intends to proceed. In order for me to intelligently defend myself without an attorney, I need to understand which jurisdiction the court intends to proceed to conduct
We have a very good attorney on the line, Mr. Elwood Terry. If you want to speak to him in a breakout room, I can give you that opportunity. Other than that, I'm going to set a bench trial or a jury trial in the matter.
Okay. Please let the record show that I have attempted to understand or to ask what is the jurisdiction of the court is operating under. And it appears that the court is operating under a secret jurisdiction. Maybe only known to bar members and licensed attorneys. So let the record show that I am trying to understand jurisdiction and nature of cause against me, and the court has denied me that information.
I'm not denying you the information. The information is public information, sir. The information is outlined in the Michigan court rules. You need to read the Michigan court rules, and you can find out jurisdiction. It'll tell you everything about jurisdiction. That's entirely public information. You can go online and type in the court rules. The whole book is ascertainable to you online.
Sir, the Sixth Amendment grants you to inform me of the nature and cause of any action brought against me. And right now, you are denying me that right.
I'm going to tell you, sir, don't speak over me. You want me to inform you of the nature and cause of the action. You're charged with driving drive while license not valid or improper. The other charges, no insurance misdemeanor. The allegation is that you were driving the same 2011 Jaguar in the city of Detroit without the proper registration.
And here we go, the classic sovereign citizen starter pack. The moment Jamal invokes admiralty jurisdiction, you know, that whole maritime law nonsense that applies to ships at sea, things get wild. Admiralty law governs piracy, shipping contracts, and ocean disputes. Unless this courtroom suddenly sprouts sails and drops anchor in the Detroit River, it has absolutely nothing to do with a traffic violation. But notice what's happening here. Jamal isn't actually defending against the charges. Instead, he's challenging the entire system's authority, hoping that if he wins on jurisdiction, everything else collapses. The problem? This strategy has failed every single time it's been tried. Question for you guys. If you were the judge, how long would your patience last before shutting this down?
Okay, good. I'm sorry.
Those are the charges. Do you want a bench trial or a jury trial?
Your Honor, I am trying to understand the jurisdiction of this court.
And I told
As I said, you told me it was a criminal jurisdiction.
If you read the Michigan court rules will tell you and give you jurisdiction. So they have a copy of the Michigan court rules online or at the public library. I'm sure it is not as easily ascertainable, and we're not going to keep going down this road, young man. Do you want a bench trial?
So I cannot. I'm asking you a very specific question, and it is this a criminal jurisdiction under common law, or is it a criminal jurisdiction under military tribunal?
Listen, it's let's move on to the next person.
Sir, please answer that.
It
can only be one or the other.
You'll leave me no choice but to hold you in contempt. I'm asking you a specific question.
Your Honor, I do not wish to be held in contempt. I am trying to exercise my Sixth Amendment right. I can show you Constitution is exercise of a constitutional right cannot be converted into a crime, sir.
This right here is sovereign citizen drama at its peak, the idea of a secret jurisdiction. According to Jamal, the judge is operating under some mysterious authority known only to lawyers and insiders. Sounds like a plot straight out of a Netflix conspiracy thriller, right? But here's the reality. Court jurisdiction is public record. It's written in state statutes, court rules, and the Constitution. There's nothing secret about it. The only mystery here is why Jamal thinks yelling Sixth Amendment on repeat will magically erase a no insurance ticket. What do you think, viewers? Is he genuinely confused or just stalling because he knows the facts aren't in his favor?
The way you speak to the court is via motion, okay? If you have a motion that I've already denied one of your motions, if you have another motion,
under what basis? Under what grounds have you denied my motions?
It's not my job to explain to you all of the court rules, sir.
Sir, there's only two jurisdictions which this court can operate under.
You're going to be treated just like any other lawyer that comes in this courtroom. So you have to know the rules.
Yeah, so I'm not trying to seek legal advice or ask you what the rules are. I'm asking you a very specific question. There can only be two jurisdictions under criminal law. And is it under common law or is it admiralty?
And here comes the first real turning point, contempt of court. When a judge says, "Don't interrupt me," that's not a suggestion, it's a warning. Judges don't hand out contempt lightly, but Jamal's constant interruptions are pushing this courtroom to the breaking point. Here's what's critical. Contempt isn't about punishing someone for disagreeing with the judge. It's about maintaining order so the legal process can move forward. Think of it like a referee tossing a player out of the game for refusing to follow the rules. Except here, instead of a technical foul, Jamal could be looking at 30 days behind bars. Who's winning this exchange? The judge holding the gavel or the defendant doubling down?
Mr. Jamil Lockhart.
Yes.
All right. This is the last time I'm going to say this. I'm not going to continue to go back and forth with you regarding court rules and And all of those positions that you have, if you put it in a motion, we'll set a motion hearing date.
If you are setting a motion hearing date, you are doing so without my understanding of the nature and cause of the action against me.
Listen,
And
I'm not getting
I cannot move forward until I have these questions answered. These are basic questions that you are obligated under the Sixth Amendment.
I'm not obligated to answer any of that stuff. I told you, I gave you the answer to that stuff by looking in the court rules. You're obligated to know the rules.
Sir, what you mentioned is statutory law. And if we are proceeding under some kind of statutory law, I motion that we dismiss for lack of a sworn complaint or anything signed by injured party. And in fact, where is the injured party? Is the officer present, and who is the injured party in this case?
The officer is not required to be present today. It is a pretrial date. I'll hold that dismissal motion in abeyance until the date of trial. If the date of trial, if there's no signed complaint on the date of trial, then we will dismiss by no signed complaint. So I'll give the city an opportunity to come up with a signed complaint.
I'm sorry, is the city the injured party here?
Yeah, you're here.
Okay, well, sir, I move that we either dismiss this case or move this case to federal court. If the city is the plaintiff or injured party, they cannot also be the judge and prosecutor.
File a motion on that, sir. If you're saying that I do have a signed complaint.
Well, that brings me back to my original question. Is this a statutory proceeding? Because if there is, there would have to be an international contract or agreement. And I would implore the prosecution to put that agreement on the record and explain how I am party to it.
Young man, you got to go do your homework, okay? And it appears that you're taking this position and you're adamant about this position, and you're free to do that. Now, whether you're going to win at this position, that's going to be up to what you say in your brief and how it relates to the law, and we'll make a decision on that stuff, okay? But at this point, you need to educate yourself, because you seem like a very articulate, educated young man. You need to educate yourself on court rules and procedure. Until you get it correct, we can't talk, because we have to be speaking the same language, okay?
I mean, that's the main thing I'm trying to understand here, sir. Is this a common law criminal procedure
I've given you some direction on.
Well, sir, I don't know which rules. If you could tell me where I could find the rules for
I told you, go to Michigan court rules. They got Michigan court rules.
They have rules for criminal procedure under statutory law.
Yes, very much so.
Could you please?
This is the sovereign citizen greatest hit. Where's the injured party? The logic is simple, but deeply flawed. Jamal argues that unless someone personally comes forward as a victim, there can be no crime. But traffic laws don't work that way. They exist to protect the public from harm, and violating them is considered a crime against the state, not just an individual. So when Jamal demands a signed contract proving he agreed to the laws of Michigan, he's missing the point entirely. By using the roads, he's already agreed to follow the laws governing them. No handshake deal or written contract required. Let me ask you this. If this logic held up, wouldn't every drunk driver just say, "Hey, no victim, no crime," and walk free?
Already directed you to it. Michigan court rules. There's a book that's over 1,000 pages, and it'll answer, well, close to 1,000 pages. It has those questions outlined in there. You're expected to know
Are
that.
those Michigan court rules? Is that statutory law?
I'm not going to keep going back and forth with you, sir. Whatever motions that you have, that's how you speak to the court, through motions. And whatever motions that you have, I will review it. I read all the motions that come across. I check all the law myself. And if you have some law, I would suggest that law that you're saying that we don't.
Your Honor, there There is no international contract. I mean, we've asked the prosecutor to produce an international contract that would bind me to this statutory proceeding. And I'm not aware of any contract. In the absence of such contract, I motion that we dismiss.
In tone here, Judge Perkins isn't playing anymore. He offers Jamal a choice: show up and argue properly, or face a warrant for failure to appear. This is the legal system's way of saying, enough with the games. What's fascinating is how Jamal interprets this as proof of bias or overreach, instead of seeing it for what it is: a clear warning that his antics are putting him in deeper trouble. This is where sovereign citizen strategies backfire the hardest, when they mistake patience for weakness. But viewers, let's be real. Do you think Jamal will take this lifeline seriously or keep digging the hole deeper?
You can move to the circuit court and you can appeal my decision as it relates to that. But we're not going to keep on going back and forth.
I think we should move this case to federal court. As I stated, if the city is the injured party,
file a motion so I can, on your removal motion, file a motion.
I do not wish to continue or delay this any further. There has been no evidence presented to substantiate any kind of jurisdiction in this case. This is our second time. I've asked for this the first time. And there's been no evidence of any jurisdiction, and I don't understand why, you're insisting on, moving to another court date, and we have not addressed this very basic and fundamental issue of jurisdiction. If it cannot be proven and proven on the record, then this case must be dismissed. Well, I mean, I don't understand why we are delaying this any further.
We don't have to delay it any further. I can put a warrant out for your arrest. And you don't have to show up. I mean, you'll have to deal with that then. But at some point, you're going to have to deal.
Under what grounds? Under what basis are you putting a warrant out?
I didn't say I was going to put a warrant. I said if you're telling the court that you're not going to come back to any court dates, then that's up to you. All I can do.
What I'm saying, sir, is I don't wish to delay this any further. There has been no proof of jurisdiction. There is no live injured party. I mean, there's a claim that the city of Detroit is an injured party, but I'm not aware of any international agreements or contracts that I've entered into with the city of Detroit. And the prosecutor can't provide that. And it seems like there's a bias going on here because flat on its face, the prosecutor hasn't even spoken on this issue. And you just insist that we move to another court date. And I don't understand. I mean, your oath of office is to uphold the Constitution. And what I'm asking is,
what you're saying in essence is that I don't have any authority.